Hairs. Telling you. Cut. Okay, Joel, Ed Bug, I am Geraldo, Joel again, Shri Cop 123, Nahum, Joel, Carlos, hi. So it appears to me that today, Sundays is like the only time I can do this now live. Hi, Carlos Sanchez, telling you. Uh, Merry Christmas to all of y'all. It's almost here. It's only 2 days away. Yeah. Ooh. Keywork Gills 1991 Christmas special. Oh yeah, because I bought a receiver on eBay just the other day. That was exactly like the one that I had in 1991. I bought a receiver, a Sony receiver, like a really nice one that back in the day I paid $400 for. And because I bought it on eBay just a couple days ago, it got me interested on it because it had everything. The box, it came with the box and even the remote control that it came with back in that time. Mr. Adrian, RV, hi. Joel Garcia working. Very good. I just put up another video, and I'm putting up still another one right now. Christmas 2004, and then I'm gonna put Christmas Day next. Jet Night, hi Jet Night. I just came back from the market. Very good. Well, I hope you got me something good for Christmas, cause you know what I now want for Christmas. Now that I got my receiver, I'll show you what I want. Telling you. Let me see. Purchases. Yeah, this is the receiver that I just bought. Hang on, I can't even get to it. Oh well. Yeah, this is the receiver right here. I bought this one because it's exactly like the one that I had bought back in 1991. But then now that I got this receiver, yeah. now that I got this receiver, I have it in my bedroom. I now just all of a sudden I want to get bookshelf speakers now, some really nice ones. And these are ones that I like. This is like the ones that I want. I like these clips, but actually I want the 5.25 inch ones. I like this one right here. This is what I like. But actually, I don't need one that expensive. I mean, I seen them for like $200. That's what I want to now. That's something I want now. I'm telling you. Let me see. So, happy holidays to Alex, Keywork, Adonis. Let me see. Merry Christmas to y'all. Kowalski, Wei Hung Glow. My job is really busy right now. Keywork. Why, farmers insurance. I have farmers insurance right now. I haven't had an issue yet, or they haven't told me anything about it. But you know what? I mean, I've been hearing about insurance and car like insurance having issues with like covering Kias. Yes, I have heard that because my brother Hector. I mean, he has a Kia. He has, I think, a 2021 Kia Seltos, and then he told me that the insurance went up double or something. Well, like live, not what is it? The theft insurance or comprehensive insurance or something. I know that I heard that it went up double or something because of the issue with stolen Kias. It's what I heard a lot about. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with Hyundais and Kias with the theft. I mean, well, my car was actually recalled for that. I took my Kia to get the recall done on it, and they did something with the ignition switch. They put a new one on there, and they put something on the ignition switch so that way it can make it harder for the thieves to take it off. That's what I heard. That's what they did. Of course, it didn't cost me anything. It's a recall. Adonis, I wanted to know if you and I can do a video in the house by what? Well, where is that? Where are they at? Well, no, I don't know. If you and I can do a video, well, I don't even know where that's at. Well, I guess it's close to where I live. I guess. Telling you, very good, Jet Knight. That I'm on your good list, so you could buy me these bookshelf speakers. Well, this one too. I mean, I was actually looking at this one because this one is $100 free shipment. It's a used one. This would actually be good enough. $100. I'm gonna shop for one. I mean, I'm gonna shop for them. Just for fun. But I'm not in a hurry. I mean, for buying these little things. Well, I'm talking about things like this right now because of my job. I'm working a lot of hours right now. I mean, I'm making pretty good money right now, and like I have a little bit of money. I mean, I could spend $100 to buy a little this and that out of the $1,000 that I make a week there. I mean, so I mean, I could spend $100 here and there. I mean, and that's what I'm doing now. I mean, I'm just enjoying the fruits of the labor. I mean, so Mr. Adrian RB Keyberg, does a receiver play CD? Well, no, it's just a receiver. It's only a receiver. I mean, it's funny that they sell receivers right now in Best Buy. I mean, you could buy receivers right now, but that's all they have though. They don't sell CD players or anything like that. Well, these days it's been a trend that they're selling turntables, record players. I have not seen them try to sell cassette players or anything. Well, that would be pretty interesting if that trend came back. I mean, buying cassette players and stuff or CD players or well, stores sell CDs. Stores are selling CDs still. I mean, telling you. So let me see. What was I saying? Christopher de Guzman. I'm telling you. Yeah, Klipsch. I don't even know. I believe that's how we pronounce it, right? Klipsch. I mean, I just like the way they look. I like the style of the way. I just like how the cabinets look and all that. Like the bronze collared speakers. They look pretty good. I'm yet to hear them. I'm yet because obviously they have to sound really good. I mean, for that price. I mean, the Good Guys and the Circuit City. Remember those? I don't think they have them. I know Circuit City they don't have them, but Good Guys. I don't think they have Good Guys either anymore. I mean. Telling you. Kowalski, have I ever been to Bohemian Grove? Nope. Hi, Kayla. Kayla. Telling you. Richard Gunther. How did I make out with the car battery? Well, I had to buy a new one. I had to buy a new one for the RAV4. And apparently I have to buy a new one for the Mercury too. I mean, because I actually borrowed the battery from my Mercury to use it to buy some time to not have to buy batteries until a little later. But apparently that battery got bad too. I mean, so I had two batteries to replace. Got to replace the one. I had to replace the one on the RAV4, which my kid is driving that car. And then I have the Mercury. My Mercury, I have to replace the battery on that car too. Two of them, possibly three. I might have to do three of them because the Edge and the Kia. My Kia, I had the same battery for more than 5 years on the Kia. So I mean, the battery might be going bad on the Kia eventually. I mean, so three of them, three freaking batteries I have to buy. Kalwaski. Telling you, Naham Walker, do you have any Christmas videos? Well, I think I have not really uploaded anything on those years yet because it's I haven't gotten the latest I've gone so far is like maybe 2007. I've not really posted much up until past right now. I mean, or past 2004 because I'm doing 20-year anniversary videos. But I could upload random year videos. I mean, I have not uploaded like anything 2010 and up. I have not uploaded anything. Yet. Kinutha, hi, telling you, very good. Christopher de Guzman, you should get a home theater system for your living. Well, yeah, I mean, well, we have a little we have like a little sound bar, but home theater system. I mean, it sounds like an idea. I mean, but clips, floor standing speakers. I could tell you, man. I know how good those things sound. Like the I had Polk Audio floor standing speakers before, and man, I tell you, they sounded really good, and they're tiny too. Like the woofers are like what 5 inches. Like I had two 5 inch woofers, and I tell you, it sounds like a 15-inch speaker system. I tell you, I mean, they sound really good. I tell you, I mean, and it's really powerful bass too, and for being so tiny too. I don't know how they do that. I mean, I don't know how the engineers were able to do that. I mean, tell you, I mean, because it's funny because I had bought Polk Audio floor standing speakers one time at a thrift store for the $30 for the pair. Because I guess people think that when they're tiny, they think they're gonna sound bad. I mean, they think that it's cheap, but they're dead wrong on that one, man. Dead wrong. Yeah, because people would think that when they're small, they're gonna sound bad. I mean, because if people think that you need the 15-inch speakers to sound good, but they're dead wrong there. I mean, the way that engineers did those speakers, man, they sound like 15-inch speaker systems. I tell you. I mean, I'm telling you. Yeah. So, do I have any videos from 2002? Well, I sure have a lot. I have a bundle of those on my channel. Yeah, Vincent Flores. You gotta check out my channel. You just type in my name or my name of the channel, which is my name, and then followed by 2002, and you'll get a load of videos up on YouTube. Or you can look on my channel and look for the 2002 playlist. Vincent Flores, very good. Merry Christmas to you too, Keyberg. Good time to save money. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing, right? I'm still able to save good money right now. I mean, I'm able to save good money. I mean, because I've been making like $1,000 a week on average, like for the last 2 months. So I mean, I've been able to catch up to my savings and everything. But of course, I'm free to spend a little $100 here and there. I mean, in the last 3 months, I'm free to spend a little bit of money. But I don't want to get too crazy though. I mean, we spent a lot of money. We spent some on Christmas, but for Christmas present, it got a little bit kind of like out of control, a little bit, just a little bit. But but I know it's just this time, I mean. But anyway, I mean, yeah. So that's the story there. So I've been able to, been able to save some money again. I've been able to bring it back again. So, anyways. Kowalski, you haven't gambled in 2 years. Oh, yeah? I'm telling you. Danny Hootie, hi. Giovanni, hello. Happy early. Well, yeah, the Christmas is around the corner now. I mean, it's only a couple days away. And see, by the way, I don't think I'm gonna have Christmas Eve off. I'm not. I have to work on Christmas Eve. from 2 o'clock p.m. until 12 midnight on Christmas Eve. And apparently, from what I see, I have to work on Christmas Day too. Yeah, from 2 o'clock p.m. See, that's the cruelest thing that life can throw at me right now. I mean, that was the cruelest thing. Life. I'm not talking about jobs. I'm talking about life. Life threw at me. I mean, yeah, what can I say? I mean, life happens, like I get laid off. There's nothing I can do about that. But life threw me this situation where I have to start at the bottom, so to speak. Like, well, no job is secure, really. I mean, it's like I had a job for 20 years and I got laid off there, and I had to start at the bottom again. I worked in these warehouses again, but I worked as a driver, delivery driver, and I got laid off after 20 years, and then and then we start at the bottom when we get a new job. And this is the case right now for me. I mean, the job I'm in now, we start at the bottom. It's life. That's life for you. I mean, telling you. The shy one said, "Don't feel bad because you've been with the Union Pacific Railroad for 25 years and I still get forced." Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, life is not always an amusement park for everybody. Apparently, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, too bad that you have to go through that. I mean, the shy one. But I know. I know there's a lot. I know that I'm totally not the only one going through this. I mean, there's a million, literally millions of people who've gone through this too. I mean. But of course, I mean, yeah, millions of people have to work on Christmas Day and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but only it's like only some people get the privilege to never work on the holidays. It was like that for me on my last job. Like before I got laid off. I mean, I was good. I mean, I always had the holidays off and the nights off in my last job, but I got laid off. So I mean, and that happened with my other job too, with my delivery driver job too. I had it for 20 years, and I had it all. I had it all, man. I had a job I really loved. I loved driving, and I worked in the nights. I mean, I worked in the day, only day shift, and I never, ever, ever worked on the holidays or the weekends. Never been called in to work overtime. They never did that with me. I had it all on those terms. I had it all, man. I loved my life back then, and I had the job for 20 years, almost 20 years, and then I got laid off. I mean, the company decided to cut costs. So, and then later on in my life, I had to start again, start all over in a new job. I mean, and I was at the bottom. Any new job you get into, whether you have experience or not, I mean, you always start at the bottom. Apparently that's the way it is. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, so, anyways, telling you. So yeah. Uh huh. Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. What's your name? What's the best gift I ever got for Christmas? Well, 1984, my Atari 800 XL back in the day. Telling you. Slogo just calls those speakers clips. Well, yeah, I don't, it almost says that, right? Clips, clips. Yeah, clips. Well, that sounds like a good nickname, I suppose. Yeah. Kayla, hi, Kayla again. I'm telling you. So Joel has a common cold. Yeah, fucking sucks, man. Well, even worse if you have COVID, because you can't even taste, or you taste something weird when you have COVID. And I hope it's not COVID now. Kayla, telling you. Merry Christmas to you too, the shy one. Kayla, how much did I pay for the batteries, the car battery? Well, you know what? At Walmart, I just got the cheap ones at Walmart. It was $69 for that battery for the RAV4, 1 year warranty. I mean, because I don't know how long I'm gonna plan on keeping the RAV4. I mean, the 2006 RAV4 we have. I mean, I don't know how long I'm planning on keeping the car because we want to upgrade it to a newer car, but we just don't know when we're gonna do that. I mean, we're just waiting for the when we're ready for it. I mean, financially ready for it, Oh, excuse me. Kowalski, have I ever uploaded video clips on Instagram? Well, apparently the answer to that question is no. I don't have an Instagram. And if you've seen videos there, that's mine. Apparently that's not me. That's not me. I mean, someone else had been using my videos, and I don't have an Instagram. I don't have that. I have TikTok, but I just don't go on it. I mean, I don't even use TikTok. I mean, occasionally I upload on TikTok, but I mean, it's just YouTube. It's strictly YouTube. I mean, Frosty Seconds. Hi, telling you. Hi, everyone in the chat. Frosty Seconds says, Keywork. Used car batteries are like $20. Yeah, I had bought those back then. I had bought a couple of those back in my day, and in the 90s, I had done that before. Like bought used ones. I actually bought them for $15 at one point or another. Well, a brand new battery back then was like 50. I mean, $60. Like it was never more than like 60. I mean, but a really good one was like maybe 100. I mean, back in the day. But I mean, typically a battery costs like $50 or $60 back in the day, 90s. But now, well, the cheap one I got at Walmart was $69, and it's a 1 year warranty. But the better ones cost about like almost $200. I mean, yeah, the good ones are like $200. But I just went for the cheap one for now. I mean, the shy one. I had not tried to go to Costco. Maybe I'll go to Costco like to buy battery for the Mercury, maybe. But I mean, but that batteries go bad regardless if we use a car or not. Yeah, I bought the battery for my Mercury brand new like 5 years ago. Apparently, and I almost never used the Mercury. I mean, well, I use the Mercury once in a while to keep the battery charged and all that stuff, but now the battery got bad on that Mercury, even though I hardly drove the car. I mean, they go bad even if we don't use the car. I mean, well, it ages. Batteries age regardless. Regardless. Christy is high. Apparently, we're not. I don't think we're not gonna have any gatherings. We're not gonna have any family gatherings this year. Kevin DeSono, hi again. Merry Christmas. We're trying to learn that. Okay, you saw that video, huh? Well, I was just being fun. I was just making fun of Jenny Lynn's language. And telling you. Let me see. Okay. Jet Knight says, like me, Amazon is tempting me to spend money, right? Well, I'm telling you. Kayla says, hi, Kayla again. You booked a leave for Christmas Eve, huh? So no work for you, huh? Well, you know what? I don't have to work if I don't want to. Christmas Day. At least Christmas Day. I mean, I don't have to work that day if I don't want to, but I'm probably gonna go ahead. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna decide whether I want to or not, because it's just all a matter of wanting to make sure that I'm not gonna look bad that if I take that day off. But if everybody else is taking that day off, then I don't see why I should like feel like I'm feeling a threat of looking bad or anything. Telling you, Mr. Hughes, Merry Christmas to you too from Australia. Kowalski. You put a question mark. Rocky Herrera. Hello, your fan here from San Jacinto. Next to Hammett. Very good. Rocky Herrera. Kowalski. Hey, Gil, you like Mike's and Nikes? I'm not familiarized with that. Dean T. Hi. What's my new job? Well, it's a distribution center, driving a deep reach truck. Well, it's a high reach. It's a forklift. They call it a reach truck. I mean, it's like the tall forklifts. Telling you, meltdown. Life isn't fair, but it should be. Yeah, if only could be. I mean, Super Nick. Hi, Merry Christmas to you too. Mark Garcia, Merry Christmas to you too. Kowalski, you would do well in Instagram. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm telling you. Well, someone was already uploading. I don't have an Instagram, and I never really found any point on having Instagram, because I do Facebook and stuff. And yeah, DJ Lou, hi. Telling you. Eval Eva loves Steven. Car batteries used to last about 10 years. Now you're lucky if they last 5 years. Well, I mean, I guess so. I guess I hear that some batteries are being made a little bit lower quality, like where they only last a couple years now these days. Excuse me. Giovanni, that Costco has got good deals on car battery. I bought one quite a few years. Well, you know what? I probably imagine that Costco batteries would probably be a quality one. I would assume that. I mean, well, batteries these days is like about $150, these days. But I got one at Walmart for $69, although it's a cheap one. I mean, because I don't know how long I'm gonna keep the car. That's why I just got the cheap one because the 2006 Rav4. I mean, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep it, but I might keep it a while because with the way new cars are, the technology on new cars, that's probably a good idea to keep that Rav4. I mean, at least it won't cost me an arm and a leg to keep it going. Telling you. What's my favorite 80s Christmas song? Okay, that I don't know. I can't really think of an 80s. Well, I like the old ones. I mean, I like the older songs, though. I could not really say an answer for that one at the moment. Game Buffet. Hi. It's wild how we all tune in to Gil for just being Gil. Oh yeah, well that's a good that thank you for that comment because that's exactly what's interesting because I'm being me. I mean, it's interesting that yeah, that's exactly what you say. Game Buffet. Yeah, exactly. That's my main focus right there. There you go, Game Buffet. That's exactly my whole focus on my video there. Just being me and just being actual like the real, like the actual life and not trying to be somebody that I'm not. Excuse me. Diego, how do I store my videos? Well, you know what? I have everything. Well, I transferred all of my VHSs onto the hard drive. I have everything on my hard drive right now. I mean, well, I have everything on my hard drive, and then I just upload little by little, like pieces of the video on YouTube, little by little. Jerry Navarro, hi, telling you. I wonder. I have to ask that question. Are we going to get paid time and a half on Christmas? I wonder. Christmas Day. I didn't even ask that question to the supervisor. I mean, I didn't ask that question. But since we're working through an agency, I could not say that we are going to get paid time and a half. I mean, I still haven't really fully decided. I mean, I could, I don't have to. I mean, if I really don't want to, I mean, I don't have to, and they can't make me. I mean, Hi, Murda side. Telling you. Silver chair. Hi. Now you say, now I have someone who says Costco batteries are the worst. I don't think there's any such thing as a perfect battery, I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't know what's this. Okay, can I unblock Arnie 19? I don't know what's going on here. I mean, it's like someone is saying that this Arnie 19 is telling me that he was blocked, but I didn't do anything. I didn't do that. I mean, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to fix that right now. I didn't even like get into my account to see. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what's happening because I was getting reports of like comments getting deleted, and it's not me who did that. It's not me. I don't usually delete comments. I don't usually do that. I mean, I really don't. But if I'm gonna have a conflict for somebody, I'm gonna be on a roll with them for a little bit. But the only time that I'm gonna stop them altogether is if they're gonna constantly for days and days getting getting on my nerves. If they have to be doing that for days and days, getting on my nerves, and then I would consider blocking somebody. But I don't usually delete. I don't delete comments usually. I mean, but I mean, I cannot. I don't know what's happening though. Excuse me. Javi, Buddy Rebel Garcia. Very good. Hi. Javi Emma, the song with George Michael. Is that the one yeah, the popular Christmas song? Yeah. So you're in Riverside, huh, Garcia? Buddy Rebel. Daniel Peterson. Hi. Telling you. Eva loves Steven. Last Christmas. Yeah, that's the name of that song, yes. Yeah, it seems like that song is so popular. I mean, it's a really, for me, I mean, I'm just neutral about it. I mean, for me, like, I like music, like, I don't listen to the lyrics, but I like music with a great beat, like deep house music. Telling you, working Christmas sucks. Yes, it does. I mean, apparently, I have to work that day. I have to work Christmas Eve and right smack in the middle of the day, that the moment that I want to be home at, man, like 2 o'clock p.m. until 12 o'clock midnight. I mean, can you imagine that? Right on Christmas Eve. I mean, right smack. Good thing we're not having any family gathering. Well, if we were gonna have a massive family gathering, I wouldn't be working. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I don't care what my boss would say. I mean, I wouldn't work. I mean, that day. But we're not having any sort of family gatherings or anything. We're not having anything special, so I mean, I'm okay with it. But I am, however, gonna go home earlier. I'll go home at 1:30. I mean, at 10:30 on Christmas Eve. Diego Torres, how do you know which videos you have on your SSD? Well, I have every VHS on my hard drives. I have them all. I have every one of my videos. It's about 800 gigabytes worth of VHSs and high and 8 millimeters and stuff. Excuse me. Telling you. Hugo Canales. Hi again. Telling you. Jobby. Anyone else have access to your. Well, who does? I would have better not be anybody who having access to my account. Wasted potential. Hi. Chrisley. Have you blocked have oh yeah, well have I ever got a blocked list? Just tried to chat with Arnie and it's. Well, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. I had not tried to. I mean, well, It's the YouTube that's doing that, not me. It's not me who's doing that. I mean, I guess YouTube is deleting comments because of a certain algorithm, or I don't know. Like, I mean, artificial intelligence that's doing this too. I mean, because even even when it's comments that are not exactly inappropriate, but somehow they think it is. I mean, and though they inappropriate or offensive or something, political or whatever. I mean, YouTube is doing that. I mean, that it's automatically deleting, and it's AI. I mean, it's like I know it's AI that's doing that. I mean, artificial intelligence. Yeah, shit. I have to find out what's going. I have to look in there more. I mean, STP world. We're gonna have snow at Christmas. Where you live at? Diego Torres. Well, yeah, working on Christmas sucks, but making money, I mean, it's okay. I mean, yeah, I rather make memories though, not money. Yeah, I'd rather make memories, not money. I mean, if I had a choice to make money on Christmas Day or just be home with family and making memories, I'd rather be doing that. I mean, I'd rather make memories and not have money than to have money and not have memories to remember. I mean, dude. Well, I'm gonna go. I mean, this thing is complicated about how to access the block list. I'm gonna try to do that in a little bit. I'll do that in a little bit. Find out what's blocked and what's not. Yeah, I know you didn't say anything wrong, Chris Lee. I mean, I'm having a lot of people telling me like getting mad at me, and they get mad at me, I mean, because they think I'm the one who's deleting, but it's not me that's doing that. I mean, it's like some algorithm and this YouTube has that's doing that crap. Like even me, like when I try to comment on someone's channel about like, and it's not even offensive, or I never comment offensive things. I try my best not to anyway. I mean, but sometimes I just comment, and I think sometimes like it might be political, sort of. But I don't really do political stuff. But sometimes I just make a regular comment, and then YouTube thinks that it's offensive, so they block it. I mean, hang on, and, ah, fucking head, fucking head. I'm telling you, Ed. Okay, Ed. Okay, yeah, live. Yeah, okay. That was Jenny Lynn. So, anyways, yeah, STP World. Well, it's like, oh yeah, we are. Well, I wonder about snow. Well, I wish you luck, Brian Chavez, for any for your job interview. I mean, I wish you luck on that one. I mean, hope you get it. Well, it's actually a milestone right there that you actually got into an interview, because I haven't really had it. I never got one. I mean, in the 4 months that I was laid off for, I never landed an interview, even though I applied to a number of jobs. I never actually landed an interview. I only got this job because of the agency. I mean, hi, I'm Douglas Morrell. Telling you. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Chris Diaz. Apparently, many people are working on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Yeah, I guess a lot of people are. I mean, when you come to think about it, yeah. Sadly, in my family, we might not have family gatherings this year. Well, it depends on the plan. Yeah, it's the same thing for us. I mean, we're not having a family gathering, and we haven't had them lately. We haven't had any big family gatherings for Christmas in the last few years. I mean, we haven't had any in the last maybe even 5 years. I mean, occasionally we go to like San Diego, like to visit my sister. I mean, like, well, no, what is it? Jenny Lynn's sister, my sister-in-law. I mean, we used to do that here and there, but we're not even really doing anything special anymore these days. I mean, not anymore. Merry Christmas to you too, Douglas Morrell, STP World, Douglas Morrell. Do I miss the 80s? Well, yeah, I mean, those certain aspects, yes. I mean, people are less into their phones and people weren't too much into, well, people didn't even have cell phones back then. Certain aspects, of course, I miss 80s. I mean, what about 80s music? Well, at least the music is here to stay. I mean, like, at least they're playing the music that reminds me of those days every time, you know. Chris Lee, Jenny has chatted here. Well, yeah, Jenny Lynn does. I mean, she does once in a while. I mean, it's not often that she does. I mean, local, hi, local. Merry Christmas to you too. Telling you, long time no see. Very good. DJ Lou's, I miss 80s and 90s Christmas. Yeah, well, I have a bunch of videos from those days. I mean, yeah, when people did, I mean, excuse me, people seemed to like they were more into Christmas spirit, especially at malls, stores. Well, you know, it seems like people are really into this Christmas spirit right now, but people are a little bit out of control with the shopping. Well, they were like that in the 80s too. How do I feel about Christmas now versus then? Well, I mean, well, it's like we went all our own ways. I mean, all of my family went our own ways. I mean, all the kids are grown up. I mean, yeah, it's not the, it's just like natural. I mean, telling you. So yeah, STP where oh, so you living? Well, yeah, for you it's gonna be snowing. Yeah, you guys get snow in New York, but not here in California. Only in the mountains we get snow. I mean. Where do I work now? Alex Gary says. Well, I work in a distribution center, driving a forklift. 3X says, true, it's not worth the extra money. Everything is so damn expensive. It's not worth. What's not worth it? Extra. I couldn't really grasp it. Chris Lee, well, you're welcome. STP World, I have a train, but I don't put it on. A train set, you mean, for Christmas? Telling you. So 3X says, hey, Gil, is it true that a lot of people in Cali didn't buy a Christmas tree because they couldn't? No, it's definitely not true there because we got a million people buying stuff left and right in stores. I mean, I don't know. I haven't even had a chance to go to any stores to see how they are because, and I've been working all this time. I've been working night shift all this time. So I haven't even had a chance to go to stores to see how they are. But I do know that some stores are still really busy right now. I mean, hi Titans Husky Life. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Titans Husky Life. Haven't heard from you in a while. Telling you, Tiggle. Hi. So yeah, excuse me. Has the interviews changed over the years these days? They say, "Why do you want?" Well, I think it's still the same. I think it's all the same. I mean. Tiggle. Merry Christmas to you, to all of y'all. To everyone. Very good. Brian Chavez. As a Gen Z born in 2000, I say that the 80s was the number one best decade for music. Well, yeah, I mean, everybody loves the music from the 80s, I tell you. Is there a reason why we don't do Christmas gatherings anymore? Well, to answer your question, Jet Knight, I mean, we just all went our own way. I mean, we just went our own way. I mean, we have kids. We like all of our kids grew up by now. Like we all just went our own way. I mean, it's natural. It's a natural thing, man. It's like a natural thing. Well, oh, thank you very much, Titans, Husky Life about the tree. Very good. Chris, that Christmas tree. Very good. So Tiggle. Well, I know the. I mean, are you talking about the music group Menudo? Well, I know Menudo, or you're talking about the food. Well, I had Menudo. I mean, excuse me again. Let me see. Tiggle, Michael Greystone. Have Merry Christmas to you too. Very good. Ms. Pretty Lady. Hi. Missed the early 80s. Very good. Yeah, I mean, early 80s. I mean, wow, uploaded a lot of 80s and a lot of early 80s. MS says every store, well, it is packed right now because everybody's doing their last minute Christmas shopping, you know. Well, I'm glad that I'm working right now. I mean, yeah, I mean, despite of working on the crappiest hours and everything, you know, despite of that shift I hate so much in my job. I'm just happy I'm working right now. I'm happy I'm getting money. I mean, like to save. I mean, to save once again. You know. Excuse me. Wonderful 182. Are my daughters in college? Well, my older one is in college right now, but my younger one, she's still in high school. She's a junior in high school. She still has one more year of high school left. Excuse me. Cheerly. I'll just call her Cheerly. Cheerly. Clifton. What are you getting, Jenny Lynn? I got my husband a signed baseball. Very good. Jenny Lynn. Well, I actually got her a phone, you know, an iPhone 16, you know. Yeah. Chris Lee's drinking soda too, or Coke. 3X says, am I going to drink alcohol Christmas Day since you're going to be work? No, I don't drink apparently. I mean, I don't drink alcoholic beverages. Tiggle, 3X, Menudo, the Pozole. Yeah, okay, well, Pozole. I mean, that's that. Tiggle again. Joel Garcia, do you know a mechanic who knows how to repair or check CVT transmission? I wouldn't know because I haven't gone to a mechanic in years. You know, because you know what? It's like if I had a car, if the transmission was going to fail on my car, well, let's say the edge, for example, my edge. If the transmission was going to fail on my edge, I probably wouldn't even bother fixing it. I would just sell it for whatever I can get for it, and I would just get another car with a good transmission on it. I mean, I would just get a better brand of car, or a car that's guaranteed that's not going to break or so. I don't know. I mean, I haven't done all of my cars are, or what I would do if I can like if I would take out the old transmission and put a new one. I would put a good used one, or I don't know. I mean, but that was a gamble. That's a gamble to do that though. But if we're talking about a CBT transmission though, well, I mean, the last time I heard is it's not cheap to fix anything anymore. Nothing is cheap anymore these days. I mean, telling you. Shirley Clifton, a little chicken noodle with, yeah, yeah, well, the cough or the phlegm or the throat, my the GERD or the acid reflux in my stomach. Tamales for Christmas. I'm telling you, King Nacho. Merry Christmas to you too. 3X. You know, Gil, that put cow feet in. Oh, do they? Well, yeah, I know. I know all that stuff. Well, I know they would serve lengua too. I mean, the tongue. I mean, yeah, we used to eat. Never ate tongue. I never had lengua before, but I mean, that's a Mexican tradition that they eat lengua, tongue, beef tongue. How the furries? Wow, they're good. I mean, King Nacho, raw dog. So he made a shrimp boil. Wow, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, coming Chevy. I remember you. I mean, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Coming Chevy, very good. King Nacho, get a Civic. Well, you know what? A Civic is one of the list of cars that we're thinking about. It's one of the cars that's in the list of what we want to buy. One of the one choice. It's a choice. It's one of the choices that we have. Excuse me. Merry Christmas to you too. Chris Lee, King Nacho, telling you. Matthew Mariller. Hi, Matthew. Very good. Tiggle, Hair, King Nacho, King Nacho. Well, I haven't even had a chance to see my brother, even. I mean, because I've been working nights all the time. Excuse me again. Matthew Merriller from Doha. So that's like from out of sea. That's overseas. Very good. For those of you who are having a big gathering this year for Christmas, props to you guys. I mean, I wish we were because those are always the fun times. Like those are the funnest times of the year. I mean, family and friend gatherings for Christmas. It's the best, man. Best feeling right there. I mean, telling you, Kayla says to get an accordion. Well, no, she means in a Honda Accord. Very interesting. Yeah, that's another car that's on the list of the choices that we have for cars. Coming Chevy. So yeah, the Camry that lasted 331. Well, I know those cars will always give a lot of miles. I mean, and that's another car. That's another car that's on my list of cars that the word we want to choose from. That's another car. I mean, mostly Toyota and Honda. I mean, mostly, but you probably could end up getting some other brand, even though we know that they may not be good or something. But I mean, so yeah, I mean, anyways, do I have the outside Christmas lights on? Yes, I do. So yeah, Onion Dude, very good. Hi. My family has had a mid 2000s Corolla forever. Yeah, well, I can believe in that. I mean, I can believe in that. Corollas and Camrys. I think those cars, the Toyota Camrys and the Corollas, last longer than a Honda. I mean, yeah, my mom is in Mexico right now. He telling you, he can come to mind. Very good, Todd Bob. Very good. I'm telling you. Uh huh. So yeah, I mean, so do I watch football? Well, no, my brother does. I just watch my brother watch football. I'm telling you. Would I consider a Tesla? Well, probably not. I mean, I'm telling you. Hang on. So, well, Matthew Mariller. What what about a Nissan Xterra? Well, the Nissan trucks or any sort of truck from Nissan. I actually heard good things about those. I mean, well, that apparently it's not on the list of my one or my cars that I want to choose. But what's on the list of cars to choose besides a Honda or Accord or Civic or Toyota? Well, I like a Lexus. I mean, I like Lexus, but I think I probably would even just settle for another Kia. I mean, because the Kia that I have, it's been good to me. So I mean, I just got to make sure that I'm not getting one that burns oil. I mean, I would be checking the tailpipe like with my finger, like check to see if there's residue. And if there's residue, then the car might be eating oil. I mean, telling you, Todd Bob, my little 1991 Ford Ranger 2.3. Well, I could believe that. I know I've heard people having Ford Rangers for a long time. Those were pretty good cars. I mean, the older ones, the older cars are the ones that tended to be better. Telling you, King Nacho, Cron you swing high. Do you do Christmas midnight? Well, yeah, well, midnight. I mean, well, sometimes we do. We open present a little earlier. I mean, excuse me, Kayla. I mean, what I consider the latest model pickup truck. Are you talking about like a new 2023, 24, 25? Well, I don't know. I'm kind of worried about the newer cars because I heard a lot of things about those. I mean, the newer ones because they got too much technology on it, and especially when they redesign those cars because they're messing up on the engines because they're putting too many turbocharged engines. They're putting too many itty bitty engines with turbochargers. They're doing too much of that these days, and they're putting too much technology and it's becoming less reliable these days. But if we're talking about a pickup truck, I mean, what Toyota? I mean, it depends. I mean, if it doesn't have all that fancy technology, then yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, Jeep 3X. I don't like American. Well, I like American cars. I mean, the Ford Edge that I have, I like it. I mean, I like the car. That the Ford Edge I have, I like the car. I mean, I actually liked it enough to not want to sell it anymore. I mean, at least I want to wait a little bit. I want to wait a little bit before I sell it. I mean, the Ford truck I had the F-150. That was a good car. I mean, I liked it, but I didn't need it. I mean, I like Ford. I mean, I'm telling you. So Ronaldo, no family get together for this. We'll have an awesome. Oh yeah, well, I'm telling you, yeah. King Nacho, Honda Pilot. Well, that's like an SUV. I think we like a van. We want a Honda van, like a Honda Odyssey. We're looking at that too. I mean, we're still looking. I mean, so anyways, Christy, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie is great, and I have not seen that. I never actually even heard that. I mean, I should actually. I gotta consider that. I mean, watching that movie. I never heard of that. I've never heard that. I never seen a movie like that. Raj Jib 123, quarter of a century. Yeah, 2025 is coming up very quick. Eddie Spaghetti. Hi. Telling you, Onion Dude. Apparently, Nissan and Honda. Yeah, I know. I heard about that. Honda and Nissan is probably gonna want to merge. I heard that. I heard that. Yes. I wonder. I wonder if they're gonna share parts, or I wonder if they're gonna share that Jotco transmission with Hondas. I mean, that. I mean, well, there was a lot of problems I heard about the transmissions on the Nissan, the CVT transmission. That was like a big complaint about the Nissans. Like the CVT. I mean, they are messing up. I wonder what the outcome is gonna be when they merge. Yeah, Nissan and Honda. King Nacho, very good. Check for oil burning. Well, we check it by putting our finger in the tailpipe and see if we can get any oily. If it's oily, then you have an oil burning car. But but you might have you might have a lot of residue. If you have a lot of residue like black soot in the tailpipe, then something's burning in the car. I mean, that's how you check for oil burning a car that's burning oil. Miss Pretty Lady, have you ate tamale? Well, no, I haven't had any tamales yet. Do I miss the F-150? I miss the F-150 like on the days when I felt like I needed a truck to load stuff on it. Yeah, I do in those days where I have not needed it. I have not had a situation. Well, I had a situation when I needed a truck the other day, but I managed to use the Edge, and I worked with the Edge. I had to carry furniture. Chevy. I was actually looking at a Lexus the other day. It was a car auction that I went to, and I was actually looking at one. It was a 2006 Lexus 300 ES or something, and I really liked the way the car looked in there. I really liked the car, and they're asking $2,700 for that car too. I mean, yeah. So yeah, I mean, telling you. So yeah. Let me see. Telling you. So yeah. So Miss Pretty Lady, me and my mom made chicken and beef. Very good. Telling you. The single laugh. Ford King Nacho. Ford Flex. Well, I think those cars are like the same platform as Ford Edge and Ford Explorer. I mean, I think they're the same platform. Onion, dude. I just had my Golf GTI get a brand new turbocharger under warranty. Definitely would not recommend getting a turbo car ever through. Yeah. Well, because that's the way today's cars are. I mean, they're making small engine because of this stupid EPA crap. They're the crybaby EPA crap that they have. Like they want to try. They want the cars to eat as little gas as possible. And then they make these manufacturers. They force these auto manufacturers to try to make cars that pollute as little as possible. That crap. And then of course the cafe standards as well. The stupid crap that the California has, and I mean cafe standards, which stands for corporate average fuel economy, because they want cars to eat a little gas. And the stupid crap that they do. I mean, what's wrong with my Kia? I mean, my Kia gives me already more than 30 miles per gallon. Are they not happy with that? Come on now. This crap with EPA and cafe standard. And so they're forcing these manufacturers to make these itty bitty engines with turbocharger, and of course, they're gonna wear out quicker. I mean, yeah, I mean, and they're gonna have a lot of problems because of it. And like, yeah, I mean, telling you, Blue Days 104. Hi, telling Todd Bob. King Nacho. Well, I know what those Nissan Jukes are. I make fun of that name because I call them either Nissan Juke Box or I call them Nissan Joke. And they don't even. I haven't seen one of those in a long time now. I mean, they stopped making those. I mean, I don't. It's kind of funny on how they came up with a name like that. I mean, telling you, Tiggle. Deanna Rodriguez. Hi, Deanna Rodriguez. Todd Bob. My sister's Nissan is falling apart. What Nissan does your sister have, Todd Bob, that's falling apart at 100,000 miles? And let me guess, probably the transmission is breaking on that car, right? That's I'm guessing on that one. Because they're famous for that. I mean, well, for the car. Nissan cars with the CVT transmission. So I know Richard Gunther. Do you remember the custom tricked out band? Oh yeah, I mean yeah. Well yeah, I know those bands that they used to like a band conversion. Well that was in the 80s. Yeah, I mean I remember those things. Yeah, those are long gone. They don't do those at all, man. Telling you, Jet Knight says that there's a Lexus van. I've never seen a Lexus van. LM, but won't be for them. Yeah, I guess it's probably banned here, I guess. King Nacho, what does Scotty Kilmer suggest? Well, after years and years of watching him, he always he always he always praises Toyota or Honda. It's always like those cars. But not every Toyota or Honda are good though, according to him though. There's Tiggle, okay. Giovanni, what car auction? Well, I just went to the one like right here on E Street. I mean E Street. I mean on San Bernardino. I have not tried to go to other ones, but I should try more of them. Clorox bleach. Hi, telling you. Raj 123. Gilbert, when are you doing the 90s theme? Sure, I want to do one right now. I mean, but nobody would ever come over to my parties. Telling you. Oh, so you live in Pomona, California, huh, Ms. Pretty Lady? Very good. I lived in Pomona before for a few months, though. I only lived there for a few months. I lived on Park Street in Pomona by the 10 freeway, kind of close to it. Jet Knight says, I wanted a GTR, but also they're too expensive with insurance. Oh, yeah. That's another thing, too. Insurance. Car insurance is getting really expensive, too. I have a good driving record and all that. So I don't even have any tickets for the last probably 10, 20 years. I mean, I haven't had a ticket for the last 20 years or so, but still, my insurance is still expensive. You know what I'm paying for insurance? Well, and it's liability only on my Kia. I'm paying almost $100 a month for liability only. I mean, it used to be $50 a month, but now my Kia costs almost 100. I think probably maybe $80. Yeah, it went up. It went up high already. I mean, insurance got expensive now. I mean, well, because everything else got so expensive, like shit. So my insurance had gone up expensive. I don't even have collision insurance. It's just liability only. I mean, well, my Kia is my daily driver, so that's why it's expensive. But I mean, but all the other cars is close to like $50 a month, whether I'm using them or not. But my daughter is using one of the cars, so I mean, that I have to. Well, I have to expect insurance to go up on that too. I mean, and there's liability only. I mean, shit. If I had a brand new car, I can imagine how much that would be. I mean, I cannot afford. I cannot afford a new car. I mean, none. I cannot afford it. I mean, like that. Even with the income that we make, we can't afford a new car. I mean, not even to say insurance as well, especially insurance. Like I know the last time my brother Hector, I think the last time I heard he was paying like $200 a month for a full coverage insurance on that 2021 Kia that he has. I mean, yeah, and he doesn't now have any wreck. He doesn't have any accidents or tickets, but still, it's expensive, man. So we would have to think about we got to think about like consider the insurance before buying the next car that we buy. That's another thing. We have to consider that too before we plan on buying any next car. I mean, Todd Bob says, yeah, 5W20 oil is too thin. I run 530. That's what I do. I mean, that's what I do on my Kia. My Kia eats some oil, and the wrap for it eats oil too, but I just run a little thicker oil. I mean, it works. I mean, King Nacho, yeah, there's freaking environmentalists. They are fucking annoying, man. Yeah, Miss Pretty Leia. Yeah, your name is funny, huh? Clorox bleach. Okay, Miss Pretty Lady's laughing at your name. I'm Clorox bleach. Yeah, I'm telling you. Todd Bob, she had in 2018, huh? Oh, timing tensioner. Oh yeah, I guess 2008. That kind of too new for problems like that to happen. Well, see, that's the problem because the Scotty always says that ever since that Nissan merged in with what is it, Renault, that it's been problematic ever since they merged in, and now Nissan and Honda wants to merge. That's what I heard now. I wonder what the outcome will be if those two merge in. I probably wouldn't want to buy a Honda anymore. I mean, after the years of say 2000, I think probably the last years of the Hondas that are really honestly good is probably like in the middle 2000, maybe early 2010s. Maybe early 2010s is like the last of the good years. I mean, excuse me. Diana Rodriguez. I'm the first owner of a 2001 RAV4 with 300K miles, and it still runs. Well, yeah, I could probably believe in that. I mean, oh yeah, I mean, Miss Pretty Lale, pretty lady, Onion Dude. My mom has a Lexus RX 350. It's most, yeah. I mean, Lexus is another car that I was looking to, like one of the choices. Although they are kind of expensive, but Toyota is expensive, to buy. If I want to buy Toyota, for an example, we were looking at this 2014 Camry with about 175,000 miles on it, but and then they want like $6,000 or $7,000 for it. But I would imagine that if we had that car would last another 175,000 miles, and I could probably see another 175,000 miles out of that car. I mean, that's an example. A Honda Jet Knight, the Honda CRV. I mean, that's another one too. I mean, well, although that's not in the list of cars I'm in my choices, but hi, Ghetto Finger Gaming. Hi, telling you, Miss Pretty Lady. Oh, cool. A house or an apartment? Oh, you're talking about someone who lives in Pomona, huh? Oh, and everything's good. Gaming finger, Ghetto Finger Gaming. Telling you, Miss Pretty Lady, Ghetto Finger Gaming. Excuse me. Hi, hey all, hey all, happy Christmas. Ghetto Finger says to all of y'all. Miss Pretty Lady, I miss Merry Christmas to all of you, and from me as well. Yeah, it's only 2 days away. Clorox Bleach says, "Hey Gil, in the '90s, did you see any GMC or Chevy pickup trucks with custom paint?" Oh yeah, I've seen it all, man. You know what car was kind of popular in the '80s and '90s or early '90s? It was a Chevrolet Love. They called this truck. It was a small pickup truck, Chevrolet Love. My how you call it? Excuse me. I had a neighbor who had a Chevrolet Love with custom rims and stuff. I have videos up there too of it. And well, this Chevrolet Love, what the word LUV stands for light utility vehicle. That's what the Love stands for. Yeah, it's funny because the name that the truck had, Chevrolet Love. Yeah, yeah, the small pickup trucks. Telling you, ghetto finger. And telling you, let me see, I gotta catch up. Let's see. Dealerships on I'm telling you, we're in the 70s. Were the 70s better than the 80s? Well, 80s was probably more advanced, I would say. Insurance high on Kias. Yeah. Particularly collision or comprehensive. Ghetto finger gaming. Yeah, you are right there. Ghetto finger. That oil is cheaper than a car payment. Like it's always been said, oil is cheap and engines are expensive. So you always got to take care of your oil changes on a car. I always take care of it. Oil is cheap to buy, but engines are expensive to fix. So I mean, it's cheap enough to keep. It's easy enough to keep the engine oiled and everything. It's cheap enough. It's really cheap. It's a good investment to spend like what, a few bucks to keep the oil change than to have a very the expensive repair because of neglecting the oil on a car because you wanted to save $3, like that's an expensive thing to do right there. Yeah, you're right. Excuse me. Did the 80s start in the 70s? No, not really. I mean, it's more like telling you. Insurance. Richard Gunther. I could ride my bike to Lisa's coffee shop, but the only problem is I don't have much time. I need time. Thank you very much, Ghetto Finger. You came back at it very good for their donation, your kit gift. Well, thank you for your gift again. Very good. I remember all the other gifts that you put out there the other time. I remember the $100 bill you put out. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I could never forget that. I mean, I can't forget that. Well, thank you very much. Ghetto Finger Gaming. Very good. Telling you. Can you ride the hi Buck Taylor 187. Hi. Spooky Morales. Have I seen the Volkswagen bus? Actually, I've seen that. I've seen a picture of it. I mean, I wonder if they're gonna actually put it up or sell them or not. Raw dog. Have I been? Well, you go to the Philippines? I haven't. The last time I went there was 2018. Cummings Chevy. Guy from work pays 500 for Silverado and 600 for insurance. What do you mean? Oh, what? 500. Are you talking about that he bought a car for $500 and then he's paying? I didn't really catch that. Cummings Chevy. So and 600. Well, oh, I think you're talking about a car payment. I mean, are you talking about a car payment? Cummings Chevy, $500 a month for the car payment or the truck payment, and 600. Yeah, $600. That sounds about it. I mean, that sounds about it. $600. I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends on his driving record too. If he's possibly a young person or younger person with some tickets, possibly. Yeah, I could probably believe in that, man. $600 in insurance, yeah. 'Cause I'm paying like $80 a month on the Kia, and that's just for liability on an old 2013 Kia. I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, Bull Kaler, what area in LA I live? I don't live in LA. I live in San Bernardino. I don't know if you're referring to me or not. Hi, I'm Stefan Segundo. G-Man 215. Hi. Bull Kaler 1987. Well, my wife doesn't drive. It's only my kid that does. It's only my daughter that drives. It's only me and my daughter, my bigger daughter, who can drive right now. Telling you. Diego Torres. Mark Barker. Hi, Gil. Merry Christmas to you too. That's hi, Cam for two. What 2016 car are you talking about? Oh, wow, yeah, it might be a rental. Whatever you're talking about, a car with high miles on a 2016. Why, yeah, King Nacho, what car does? Segundo, Stefan, I tried messaging you about something you. Yeah, well, I know I've been getting a lot of messages. I mean, yeah, I'm very much aware of that. I mean, Bo Kaler, 1987. I'm very aware of that. Or who was the one that? Oh, it was Stefan Segundo. Yeah, I'm very aware of that. I mean, Stefan Segundo. Yes, I'm very aware of that. I mean, at this point, I kind of, I'm not even trying to do anything about it. I can't even do anything. I mean, it's too much trouble. I mean, I don't even know what can I do. I mean, I don't even bother. I don't want to even bother with trying to fix it. I mean, to try to address that. I mean, they got me. I mean, they got me. I mean, but eventually, probably will get to them. It'll catch up on them eventually. I'm talking about everybody's gonna eventually know it's from me. I mean, eventually, sooner or later. I mean, sooner or later. I mean, Ghetto Finger Gaming. Uh, well, yeah, my videos of the gateway. All right, very good. Ghetto Finger says, Gaming says, my stepdad had a yellow love, huh? Yeah, I remember the I always remember those trucks and those little pickup trucks, the Chevrolet Love. Yeah, the Bo Kaler, 1987. When am I planning to visit the Philippines? When we have the money. Hi, Ike No 710. Hi, Van Scap. We need another stream of you and your family, and I mean we haven't haven't really seen each other in a long time. Telling you, Moises R says 70s started in 1971. Yeah, well, typically the new decade doesn't really officially start until like a few years or 2 years into the decade. It doesn't actually start because when the decade happens, when a new decade comes up, I mean, like, excuse me, when the new decade comes up, I mean, like it still feels like the normal, the old decade for a couple of years. I mean, excuse me. Ghetto Finger Gaming says just started dumping rain in North California. Is it? Is it raining over there? Well, I think I heard it. That they say they forecast rain here, at least in my area, and Tuesday, yeah, a day that I have to freaking work, like Christmas Eve. Yeah, I guess I hope if it rains, I mean, well, I mean, no, what can I do? I have to work that day. I mean, but anyway, excuse me. Marco Ramos. How tall is Hector? He's about maybe 5 feet 10. The last time I heard. Moises are the 80s or the 80s part two. Very good. Arturo. Oh, yeah, I remember you. Arturo. Yeah, I remember that name now. I mean, how, big fan of Arturo. I remember well because yeah when I was DJing, like when I had well, I still have my DJ equipment. I still have it. Yeah, I remember that you do that too. You do some DJing yourself. I mean, yeah, remember that. I remember hearing your name somewhere. Diego says, "Do you think that the new millennium start 2001?" Well, my rule says that it started in the year 2000 because they say technically or hypothetically or whatever that word that they use, it started in 2001 because they say that there was no year zero. Well, if there's no year zero, then what is the year 2000 then? What's 2000 then? It has to be a year, right? I mean, they say that there's no year. They kept arguing with me, saying that it actually started in 2001, but my rule says that it started in 2000, not 2001. And because, the celebration is for the massive four-digit change from 1999 to the big 2000. That's the celebration of the new millennium, not what it technically is, like 2001 or what. Yeah. And because I would always have a little argument with someone who tries to say that they want to go with the scientific way or technical way, whatever they say that that it actually technically started in 2001. Well, the thing is, you guys say that there was no year zero, but if there was no year zero, then what's year 2000 then? What is the year 2000 then? It surely didn't go from 1999 to 2001 now. I mean, so my rule says 2000, 2000. The year 2000 is the start of the millennium. So, anyways, Arturo, well, you probably remember the Nissan Mini truck. Well, I know that they were really popular back then. Their trucks. Bulk Taylor, 1987. How much did you? How much money did I ever save in my life? I know I saved thousands of dollars, like I know I saved thousands before, but I mean, a lot of that money disappeared into taxes or when emergencies and stuff, mostly things like taxes and or things that come up, things like unexpected expenses that come up, Bulk Taylor, 1987. Did you ever? Well, yeah, my mom. I saw my mom a couple months ago, or a month ago or so. She went back to Mexico in Ajijic, Mexico. Ghetto Finger Gaming says it's crazy to think, Gil, the year 2030 is coming up fast. Oh yeah, I mean, shit, we're halfway there already. Yeah, I mean, 2025 is coming up in the next week, literally. I mean, yeah, man, you said we're halfway there already, man. It's like it's quick, isn't it? Chris Lee said, people shrink as they get old. Yeah, I guess I could probably believe in that myself. I think I'm shrinking myself. Okay, yeah, Arturo Sanchez. I remember when you would mention American DJ products. Yes, I remember that. I mean, yeah, that was way back in the day. That was like probably more than 10 years ago. That used to go on my Facebook. Like Chris Diaz. In my family and our culture, we celebrate Christmas Day on Christmas Eve until 12. Yeah, yeah, typically 12 o'clock p.m. Or a.m. Telling you, Bulk Kaler, 1987. How far is West Covington from where I live? 30 miles? No, yeah, about 40. It's actually 40 miles. West Covina is 40 miles away from where I live right now. Okay, Miss Pretty Lady, you gotta go. I'm telling you. Very good. Well, I lived in West Covina. I have a bunch of videos of when I lived in West Covina, especially like 88, 89, and 1990 as well. The shy one. I haven't heard anything from my stepdad, Joe. I mean, I haven't heard anything. I mean, yeah. Ghetto Finger says, well, 2000 makes sense. Well, yeah, I mean, that's my say about when the millennium started. Yeah, because I had a little like talk about like from several YouTubers saying that they just go by the technical or technically or whatever the words that they use, like the scientific or whatever, saying that it's actually 2001 when it actually officially began. But what the thing is, the celebration is for the change from 1999 for the four digit change to 2000. That's the celebration, not what it technically is. I mean, yeah. Moises are the 90s or when the 80s was complete. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, man. It was. I'm telling you. Good night, Miss Pretty Lady. Elliot Namius, did you have a mini truck or just went to watching the mini truck event? Well, I never owned a mini truck before. I mean, well, I know my friend. I had a old neighbor that borrowed my camcorder back in 1989 and recorded a little show. I mean, which I have on YouTube right now. Excuse me. 3X says, even if you saved up $50,000, there's nothing can live off of that. Yeah, you can't really. Yeah, you can't really live off of. Well, well, if we're not making any money from retirement or any money at all, $50,000 would be kind of hard to live off of. I mean, it probably wouldn't live. It wouldn't last that long. I mean, but if we were just going to hold on to that money for just food and gas and other little, it could still go pretty quick, even if we just used it for our needs, you know. Excuse me. Moises R says 1991 was 80s part 3. Very good. Telling you. Hi, Juan. How are you doing? Well, I'm doing good. I mean, oh, well, I mean, I wish I could be in that and be where you're at. I mean, I'm talking about in terms of families and stuff. You're spending Christmas vacation in Vegas with family. I wish I could be doing that right now. I mean, well, I know, of course, I have my immediate family, and we're gonna have a little Christmas with my immediate family. Yeah, I mean, but I won't be home for Christmas, though. I mean, well, I'm only gonna be so, and well, I'm gonna leave early at my job, though. I mean, I'll leave early at 10:30 at least on Christmas Eve. Stephen or Otortero. Oh yeah, so I'm popular because YouTube runs 20 seconds of advertising before they let us watch. Oh yeah. Well, I can actually there's a setting on there that I could set it to do the ads, like a certain way. I mean, but I just let the YouTube choose how they do the ads. I just let YouTube choose it. I mean, Richard Gunther. When you used to make the bird noise, it sounds like a start of Isley Brothers song. Who's that? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I like that song actually. Isley Brothers. Who's that lady? That's one of the best songs ever actually. Jet Knight says, I lived on the border of West Covina and Walnut from 1975 to 1989. Very good. Telling you. Border, huh? Oh, San Bernardino. No. It's Walnut, California, and West Covina. Yeah. Stephen Arturo. I'm guessing your wife and kids don't support your vlogs because they. Nah, well, I mean, they just don't want to be in them. Yeah. I mean, they just don't want to be in them, I guess. I don't know. No, I haven't sold my Ford Edge. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off until next year to selling the car because I'm not in a hurry to selling it. I mean, I want to wait a little bit longer. Diego Torres, who's the kid with the glasses in your? Oh, the kid with the glass. That's my cousin. His name is Jose. His name is actually Jose Sandoval. That's his name. His full name. Book Killer, 1980. Yeah, I own several Honda cars. I own several. Moises R says, what was 1987 your favorite year? I think my favorite year was 1984 and 1985. I feel like those 2 years were my 1984 through 86. They were my favorite years of my life, I would have to say. 1984 through 86. They were my favorite years. Excuse me. So you watched Sonic 3 too, huh? I have to see that show, the movie. I mean, I guess that's a new movie, right? Kind of. So you went to this nice authentic. Mexican mall yesterday, huh? Very good. Bo Kaler, 1987. How about my brother Arnold? He was fine the last time I heard from him about him. Mike Barker, as a Dolphins fan, it's only 2018 this year. The 6 times and the Patriots won the Super Bowl didn't count. I'm telling you, as years. Excuse me. Telling you. Steven Natoro. Very good. So, Josh, name your leg. Have you been to any live no, I never been to any concerts before. Joel Garcia. Well, I sold the Ultima after only 2 years. I mean, because I wanted something different. I mean, Eddie Spaghetti. Very good. Bokehler, 1987. What are your thoughts about Trump next year? Well, I'm neutral about the presidency. I mean, I don't do I don't care for the politics. So whatever. I'm 100% neutral, 110% neutral about president. I couldn't care any less. Couldn't care any less. Telling you, Mike Barker has a joke for you. What do you call Mexican firefighters? Jose and Hose B. Jose. That's funny, man. Hose. Very good. Okay, Diego, have you seen that Party City and Big Lots? Yeah, I think I'm now hearing that now. I'm hearing about that now. Party City and Big Lots. I'm hearing that now. I guess Big Lots are all closing now. Yeah, that's too bad about that, man. They're like, man, that's bad, man. Yeah, I heard about that. You guys heard about that? The closing of Party City or Big Lots or both, I guess. I guess so. I mean, I know 99 cent 99 cent store they closed that down. Yeah, they closed that down. Yeah, too bad about all that. I mean, Bookaler 1987. No, I did not vote for anybody. I voted for me, but too bad I didn't win president. I voted me. But too bad I didn't win. Oh man, telling you. Does the year 2000 belong to 1990? Well, maybe. I mean, the 90s dwindled through the early 2000s. One says, "Do you still own a Nintendo Entertainment Center?" Yes. So, well, I do have it. I have the Nintendo Entertainment Center, and my favorite game on it was Mario 3. I mean, Mario 3 was my favorite game ever. Josh No Leg. How's Dad? I haven't spoke to him in a long time. He's still around. I mean, last time I saw him was like about half a year ago. I mean, Bo Kaler, 1987. Do I ever see myself driving a Tesla? Well, I mean, would I? I mean, well, if I can get one cheap enough, and I know the batteries are good on it, maybe. I mean, but for now, probably not. I don't see myself unless like I would get one for cheap, but I probably wouldn't even really want an electric car in all honesty, because where would I charge it when I need to? I mean it would be kind of inconvenient for me to charge those cars. I mean it'd be inconvenient. I mean because I wouldn't want to be, and then I would have to spend thousands of dollars to put a charger at this house, and we would have to pay money to charge a car. I mean, well, the inconvenience of charging those cars, there's what would be a concern for me. I mean, yeah. And then what about the battery? That if the batteries will last a long time or not? I mean, telling you, fuck you too. That's your name. Very good. Well, I'm doing good. Telling you. Kirk's record store. Very good. Shout out to my brother. Trace, he loves your channel. Very good. Shout out to the brother of Kirk's Record Store. Very good. Trace, I guess. Very good. Joe Garcia. I remember when they closed Fry Electronics. I never actually been there. I mean, Steven Arturo Gill rides the fence. Telling you. Fuck you too. Your name. Your name is funny. They closed the last Sears. Yeah, the Sears. I know of Sears. They closed that. I mean, they basically pretty much closed all of them down. I mean, Mike Barker. Well, my mom has no plan whatsoever on having a new man, man in her life. She's done. She was done with it. Done with men since Joe left her. And that's like more than 20 years ago. I mean, Moisés was 1977 a good year for me. It was fun for me. If I remember, I was a kid. I was a kid in 1977. I loved my kid life in 1977. I had my big wheels. I lived in Santa Ana. Telling you. Very good. So, yeah. Juan says, "Did you ever watch a Mario cartoon?" Oh yeah, I did. The Mario Brothers cartoons. Yes, I mean that was in the '80s, wasn't it? It was late '80s or middle '80s. I've seen those. Yes, I even actually have the DVDs. I actually have the Mario Brothers DVDs. Yeah, I actually have those. The shy one, Irwindale Speedway, also closed down after 25 years. Huh? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of places closing down these days. Diego, ever been to Micro Center? It's like Best Buy, but less displaying and more tech. No, I have not tried going there. Richard Gunther, when you retire, would you consider travel trailer? And well, yeah, I mean, hell yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, well, I would probably just do an RV maybe. I mean, but travel trailer wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, like a small one, something small. I mean, something small and easy to move around, and something simple. I mean, a simple trailer. I mean, well, maybe like 20 foot would be a nice one. It'd be nice. I had a 24 footer before. I had a travel trailer at one point. Yeah. It was fun too. It was fun owning the thing too. Because it's like a house. Yeah. Fuck you too, said I miss Fry's Electronics. All old school 90s. Yeah, everything is. Yeah, and then everything's online. Yeah, you're right there. I mean, 90s had more variety in store. Yeah, 90s. Moy just says your mom was born in 1974. Oh, I was born in 1970. So, Diego, have I gotten in trouble for recording in the mall? Yeah, I mean, well, I didn't really get directly in trouble, but I did. I had a security guard tell me one time when I didn't know that they didn't allow videotaping in malls. A security guard came up to me like politely told me there's no videotaping allowed in the mall. But if you want to know what video I made, it was a mall 1999. I have that video up on YouTube. I have it up on YouTube right now. I mean, well, but I later on just kind of like hid. I mean, I just brought my camcorder and I just held it on my shoulder, well, on my hand, and I was recording, but I was pretending that I wasn't. So I made a video in the mall. I mean, I made a bunch of videos there, but they didn't need it. I mean, they don't need to know that I'm making a video. I mean, private property. I mean, I guess. I mean, well, I mean, have I ever been to Seattle? Nope. Yeah, yeah. My wife turned off the lights. Telling you. Mike Lakewood, hi. 9909 Adventures, you Urbex and more. Very good. What's going on, Gil? Well, not much. Excuse me. Joel Garcia, even the malls are dying out too. Would I, is that, do you think so though? Do you really think so? That the malls are, yeah, I guess, but it seems like the malls are still kind of busy though. I mean, at least in my area, telling you, Mike Lakewood, would you say Black Friday is the worst in the 80s, 90s, or well, Black Friday has died out completely. Completely died out in the last couple of years now. We don't even have those anymore because people aren't buying stuff anymore on Black Friday. They just do everything online. So, well, 80s. Well, we did. I don't remember my first Black Friday until 2000. Like the year 2001 or something. Armando Artes. Yeah, 2025 in just 10 more days. Telling you. Moises R said, how many years is 1980 to 1990? 10 years. 1990. Well, what's my New Year's resolution? Well, maybe probably to do with my channel. Like maybe I might make some changes on my channel. I might just like stop doing any sort of negative modern um, vlogs on this channel. Maybe I'll make a separate channel for that, like such as my job situation, for an example. I might do that. I might stop putting modern blogs on this channel, and I'll just stick with old videos only on this channel, for an example. And then the modern blogs, I'll make another channel, but I might, but it's pending. My decision is pending on that. I'm telling you. So Keywork, malls are dying. Yeah, malls are becoming out. Well, the malls malls in my area, they're still pretty active right now. There's still a lot of people in the mall, but I think it probably is kind of dying down a little bit. Tobias. Oh, very interesting. Silva. Oh, wow, I can't believe I'm seeing you live. I've always loved. Well, thank you very much for your comment, Tobias. Very good. Did you ever record any TV shows and broadcasts on VH? Oh yeah, I sure did. One, I sure did. I did a lot of that back then. TV shows, especially cartoons. I did a lot of cartoons. Diego said, have you seen the videos where people are recording in the public, then can yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen it all, man. Yeah, you can't even make a video in the public without somebody getting all mad at you. The only way you can get away with making a good video in the public, but it's either with a hidden camera, with a spy camera on you somewhere, or hiding your GoPro or something in your shirt or something. Or using a GoPro on your head, riding the bike in the parking lot. That's the best way to make a video on the streets. Riding a bike or running, like pretend that you're exercising. Well, preferably riding a bike, wearing a GoPro, on your head. That's where you can make a good video of life in the parking lot without anybody getting mad at you, without any Karens getting on you, Telling you, Armando. I used to go to Del Amo Mall in Torrance. Very good. And Torrance, huh? Armando Ate. Very good. The shy one. Did my parents help us buy this house? Or are you talking about this house? No. We did it on our own, of course. Ooh. Moises are. How many years is there? It's 1971 through 1991. Okay, based on my calculation, let me see. Thinking in my calculations. Okay, the final result is 20 years. from 1971 to 1991. 20 years. That's my calculation. Excuse me. Keyword says, regardless of the economy and politics, 2025 will be a good. Yeah, I say, why not? I mean, the year is as good as you want it to be. You gotta think about the rule of life. It's as good as you want it to be. I mean, try to keep the negatives out of your mind. Yeah. I mean, Jet Knight said would have been the Puente Hills Mall you recorded. I used to go there a lot, and I think I know I recorded some mall, and I have it up on YouTube, and I think it might have been the Puente Hills Mall. I think it was 1990. I think I recorded somewhere around December 1990, or it might have been February or something like that. I believe that was Puente Hills Mall. I mean, yes. Well, the mall that I recorded that I'm talking about, like where I got like where the security guard told me no. That was the Montclair Mall. Excuse me, Mike Lakewood. Well, who remembers Y2K? Well, yeah, I surely do. I mean, my video said. I mean, I posted a video from 19 like going on to the year 2000, and my brother was reading the newspaper there. Y2K. The Y2K bug does not bite. How funny. Well, thank you very much for your comment on Stefano. Wish you good luck in the new year. Yeah, yeah, well, thank you very much for your comment. Well, so the mall in Orange County is active. Well, I believe in that. I mean, I never actually saw that sticker like from Mike Lakewood. You're saying that Best Buy had stickers on their computers to turn off the computer before man. I never actually saw that on those computers though. Yeah, I never saw that though. I mean, well, nothing happened for this Y2K thing. Merry Christmas and well, Merry Christmas to you too, Stefano. Diego, I love going to the mall. I love to do that too. I mean, but sadly, I don't have time anymore. I mean, my job, I work 6 days a week in the night shift. I mean, that sucks. So I don't even get to see the mall anymore. Only during the day, but it's usually active more. Tomorrow is probably going to be the busiest day at the mall. Probably my mall is going to be really busy, man. Moises are. Your dad was born in 1975, so he's 5 years younger than me. Richard Gunther, do you go right sleep after work? No, I don't sleep right away. Apparently, I can't sleep right away when I go to work. I mean, sadly, but sometimes I end up sleeping at 2 o'clock in the morning. I get off work at 12 in the morning, and then I get home at 12:30, and then I get home and I'm cooking something to eat because I feel like I need to eat. I want to eat something. And then I don't feel like sleeping until like another half hour later, sometimes an hour. I mean, well, yeah, Diego says you're right about that, Diego. People get mad over being recorded. Then in 50 years, they'll start being thankful. Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, the videos I have from 30 years ago, like some of the family members that I had used to get mad at me for making videos of them, but now they're happy. Now they're very thankful I did. 30 years later. Telling you. Ghetto Finger says, yup. Very good. Clark's Beach. Where were you when the bank robbery heist happened? Well, that, I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Oh, you're at work, huh? Now, Joel Garcia. Oh, you work night shifts too. All right. Where do you live at? What city or what state or Moises are? Was the malls more funner than they? Well, maybe they were. Well, malls are, I mean, about the same right now. I mean, have I ever recorded at the Stonewall Mall? And apparently no. Unfortunately, it's only like the it's only like a little bit in in the Covina area, and the Montclair Mall. I've made videos of. Diego Torres. So they made a video about Y2K, huh? Jet Night. I wonder what they're gonna do for the year 3000. Of course, we won't know because yeah, I know it makes me wonder too because none of us are gonna be around by that time, you know. Shit, I wonder if we're even gonna make it to 3000. You know, the year 3000, and you know, like probably like 10 more generations is gonna be after me. Who's gonna own this video? I mean, I wonder, like, I would wonder who's gonna actually own these videos. Like by that time, that's talking about almost 1,000 years from now. I mean, I would wonder. I wonder if YouTube is gonna even exist in the year 3000. I wonder. Oh, yeah. I don't think people are gonna even exist in that year. I kind of don't think so. Back rooms lover. Very good. Hi, back rooms lover. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm wanting to let you know that God loves you and sent his son to die for you. Well, amen to you too. Yeah, I'm a 100% believer, and I was saved back in 2011. Well, thank you very much for your comments. Amen to you guys. Pie face. Hi, I'm Pie face. Telling you, Gil, was your son born? Well, I don't have a son. Football fan. Jesus love. He died on that. Well, amen to you too. Yes. Well, I'm a 100% believer, and you know I feel fine. God is on my side. I never felt like I've never felt ugly because of it. I mean, because of being with the Lord, you know. Richard Gunther, maybe your work will put out. I wonder about my job. I wonder. You Jara. Keyberg, The Rules of Life. Gil is a good video idea for you. Oh, Rules of, yeah. Well, I posted videos that was kind of similar to that. Well, The Rules of Life, well, it's like my dad advice. I mean, yeah. Football fan, 70-71. Telling you. Very good. Armando, I tell you, when did I start driving? Well, I first drove a car in 1986. I was 16 years old at the time. Excuse me. Diego, how do you manage to buy your own place? And how did you know that? Well, if you're talking about back in 2001, I mean, well, I wonder how did I know that it was the right time? Well, because I mean, I saved enough money. I mean, or I mean, I was able to pay down enough money on credit cards to be able to do it, and I felt like it was time for me to move on my own. You know, Armando Ates. Well, we did have to have a permit, of course. Excuse me. Well, yeah, of course. It doesn't matter how old you are. You have to have a learner's permit in order to be before you could get a license. You know, but however, if you are 18 and over, well, you got to get a permit first. But then you can schedule to do a drive test right away. I mean, have you had already been driving by any chance even before you got your permit? I mean, if you've been driving for a long time and illegally, it's illegal to drive without a license. But if you happen to be someone who's been driving a car for a long time without even having gotten a permit yet. Well, then you can get a permit. You have to get a permit first, and then you can schedule for the drive test like the next week if you're 18 or over. I mean, then you could go because if you know how to drive already, then you could get a license right away. I mean, telling you. Richard Gunther, what were your feelings when you lost your drive? Are you talking about when my license got suspended back in 1992? That was the suckiest feeling I ever had, man, because I hated it because I felt like I needed my car to impress my friends, like I need my car and to not have a license, man. I hated that, man. I felt like my car was my world back then. and then and to be taken away to be taken away my license at that I hated life at that point. So yeah. So anyways, Armando Ortiz, you're funny, man. So you failed 6 times, huh, for the permit or what, driver license or something. You're funny. Moises says he's not driving yet. Hi, Nico Lugo. Or Armando Ate. Yeah, you're right on that. You don't have to wait 6 months, but DA. Oh, so you're one who's like doesn't have a license yet either. Well, you. It's better to drive with a permit than to not drive with anything at all. I mean. Telling you. So yeah, Diego, Ate, my dream car I want is a white Toyota Camry. Very good. Well, I mean, I like the ones that are 2014 and newer. I mean, well, yeah, you can buy a car without a license, but only you cannot buy a car through a dealer without a license. You would have to use someone else's name. You have to use like a parent's name or something to be able to take off with a car without a license. But if you're buying a private party car, then I mean you could buy a car without a license, like even through a private party. I mean there's no laws that say that you have to have a license to buy a car. I mean you can legally own a car. Yeah, I mean it's 100% legal to own a car. I mean you can own a car even if you can't drive it. I mean even if you're not allowed to drive it by law. I mean, yeah, you can own a car, but I mean, you just can't drive it. I mean, you're not legally allowed to drive it. I mean, yeah. So yeah, Richard Gunther, South Dakota, you can get a permit at 14 years old, huh? Oh wow. I guess different states are different, have different laws. I guess. Telling you, Armando, Elliot. Yeah, just. Lots of people were car enthusiasts in the 80s. Well, yeah, I mean, I know. Well, I know I had neighbors in the 80s who was really into those mini trucks, Nissan trucks. Elliot, to answer your question, Elliot, well, yes. Well, Nico Lugo is asking me, do you think that driver license is going to be a thing of the past because of smart? Well, yeah, if you're talking about self-driving cars like Tesla, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I cannot say for sure. God damn his hair, man. His hair, man. Ain't getting parts or. God damn his bird, man. Kevin DeSono. Diego said, "Hi, Joshua. Parham 88. Hi. Diego said, I bet a lot of car enthusiasts expect to drive them. Well, yeah, I come around people who compliment me about my car, the Mercury. Kevin says, when you're getting parts for your scooter in 1991, why didn't you ask like your family member? Oh, well, I don't even know. Well, well, a lot of times I was able to drive my scooter to the dealer to buy parts for it. But if my scooter wasn't running, then I either borrowed my mom's car or actually rode my bike. But I always borrowed my mom's car to get the parts or something like that. Kevin, Jet Night, where I live, my driver's license lasts 7 years, huh? Okay, that's in Vegas. That's in Nevada, right? In the Jet Night. Well, my license expires next year. They last 5 years in my state. Armando, I tell you, well, some people pass their permit test the first time. I've come around a lot of people who have, but of course, I've come around a lot of people who take like 5 times to pass the permit. Though, some people are good on the first time, but others take longer. Telling Romans 3:22. Hi, Nico Lugo. Who was your favorite in my family? Well, if we were asking me, who is my favorite? Probably my mom, I guess. Armando Ates. All my friends have cars. I'm telling you. Well, I think you'll be if you don't have a car right now, then you're next. Diego, hard choice, wasn't it, back in 1980? Either the scooter or a new camera. Well, I got my camera first, and then I in 1988, and then I saved up for another 6 months to buy my scooter in 1988. Also, yeah, my camcorder was my first choice. It was first choice when I got my first job. My VHS camcorder, that was my first choice, and so I went with that first, and then later on I got my scooter, and later on I saved up for the scooter. Nerdy just hi. What time is it? It's 9 a.m. Just had breakfast. I'm going to see Monia. Oh, very good. Well, over here it's 11:20. It's 11:20 p.m. here in California, USA. Armando Ates, my mentor, told me that it took his friend 9 times. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that before, 9 times. Well, like a lot of times to finally. Yeah, I've seen it. Richard Gunther says Subaru is bringing back the Baja small pickup truck. I'm buying one immediately. Oh yeah, are they coming up with it? Are they? Yeah, I know. I'm familiar. I know Subaru, of course. Telling you. Diego says it's crazy to think a normal battery scooter today can go as fast as your old. If you're talking about like the gas powered, well, yeah. Even like a Tesla. I think that, for an example, the Tesla versus a gas car. The Tesla can actually go faster than a gas car. Yeah. And I would imagine the battery scooters today. I think the batteries should be left to scooters and bicycles, and just don't do battery powered cars just yet. I think the battery powered vehicles work best with bicycles, or scooters or motorcycles. Well, bicycles, they work great for that. Telling you. Diego said that people say that Tesla drivers suck. How funny. Yeah, and Armando Lattes has to read the handbook more times. Well, yeah, you got to read that a number of times. Daniel H. How old am I? I'm 54. Matt Shadows. Do you still own your own? The consoles? Are you talking about game? Yeah, I still have them. I mean, although they're not the same ones that you may have seen in the videos, they're not the same ones. But I do have those consoles, Nintendo and the Genesis. I have them. Yeah. Telling you. The shy one. I got into credit card debt one in 1976. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. It's kind of a bad time to get into debt in that year. Jet Knight said, "Well, I was actually wanting to. I was kind of thinking about investing on an electric bicycle, but the thing is, so Jet Knight, well, the 750-watt electric bike. Well, I would say, yeah. I mean, but you know what? What's more important to me in one of those is long range. What would be great is to have one that can go 100 miles, on a charge, or at least 50 miles, a minimum. I would think I would be interested in one. I would be interested in electric bicycle only if I can get one that goes more than 50 miles. That would be worthy of getting an electric bike if it can go more than 50 miles between charges. Diego says 2 words: diet water. Very good, Diego. That's very good. Yeah. Well, what about diet vodka? Telling you. Moises says he doesn't play any video games anymore since 2015. Very good. I'm telling you. Matt Shadows. Armando Ate, did you go to college after? Well, I did not go to college, but I went to a trade school to learn how to work on cars. Joe Garcia, what's your favorite Chinese food? I like those fortune cookies. Diego said, over here in Orange County, the police pulled over people going fast on bicycles. Really? Even if it's not an electric bike, even if it's my regular road bike, would they stop me for going too fast on that bike? Well, I think they're probably talking about electric bikes that go faster than 20 miles per an hour. I mean, Daniel H says you're 37, but from what I hear, by the time I retire, I won't be able. Yeah, I mean, I could probably believe in that. I mean, on how things will look with the SSI. I mean, or the Yeah. I mean, the Social Security. Yeah, things look like it's dwindling. Over the years, over the decades. I would imagine that, Diego, that it could probably get to the point where you need a license to ride a bicycle. Yeah, electric bike, that is. I mean, but you need you have to have a license to ride an electric bike if it goes faster than 20 miles an hour, though. I mean, you do, however, that's what I know. You need a license. You have to have a license if your bicycle can go more than 20 miles per hour. I mean, then they consider that a moped. They consider that as a motorized bicycle, which you do need a license to ride. Telling you, Romance 322 electric bicycle powered to 121 gigawatts. Yeah, I don't know about that. I would be afraid of going that speed on a bicycle. Have I ever heard of CSU Long Beach? And do we know? Not really. Daniel H. Well, why don't I work as a mechanic? I tried it back in the day. Nah. Diego, well, they only pull, yeah, electric. I believe in that. They pull over electric bikes. Yeah, I can believe in that. Moises are telling you. I like Mr. You Chinese food, Joel Garcia says. Very good. Wow, 3X. Yeah, you need a license if your bicycle can go, if your electric bike can go faster than 20 miles per an hour. Yes. Richard Gunther, what? Go working the holiday. Richard Gunner. Well, working a holiday makes you look good. Yes, it does. I mean, it makes me look good to the leads in my job. Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, maybe it's a good thing in the long term, and in case the economy gets really bad, and then that way I would be the first one that they pick to hire on permanently. That could be. I mean, at least I do look good. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. 3X, well, motorcycle. Well, I mean, you don't need a motorcycle license to operate an electric bicycle that passes 20 miles an hour. It's just a car license. Or I think they might, I don't know how they work today. Excuse me. Jet Knight said, thinking about one, thinking about one just to ride at the beaches. It's a 20-inch, 20 folding bike, 40 miles range at 20 miles. Is there an electric bike for 279? I want to know where they're at. I want one. Excuse me. So no, I haven't heard that. I mean, CSI Cal State University. I actually go to one. Very good. Diego says there was a person who rode an electric scooter in K-Town in LA who killed an old person. Oh yeah, well, that's believable. I mean, you could kill somebody even on a bicycle. I mean, the old people, they're fragile. Their bodies are fragile. That's a thing. That's probably what killed the person because the body is really fragile when you're old. It's believable. I mean, Jet and well, I gotta see this electric bike at Amazon. Armando, I'm telling you. So you still play Roblox and Minecraft, and you're 19 years old, huh, Armando? Very good. You guys are funny, man. Excuse me. Hi, Chubby Retro. Merry Christmas to you too. So yeah. Well, now it's telling you. So well, okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna get going right now. So it's been 2 hours and almost 20 minutes on this live. So I tried to promise to do live every week, at least once a week. I guess Sundays, but maybe I think next Saturday I probably may not work, but I don't know if I am or not. Hi, Car. That's your name there. Very interesting name there. Very Merry Christmas to you guys. I'm about to go right now, though. Excuse me. So yeah. Excuse me again. Do they give PTO, paid time off? Well, I think they do sick leave in through my agency though, but not through my job itself. But yeah, from the temper. Yeah, I think they do that. They do that. From what I saw. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna get going. So, Daniel A. Gil, me for Predator. Very good. Have a good night. Merry Christmas to all of y'all. So I'm about to go. So I think I know I have another video uploaded right now. Well, yeah, Jen, it was interesting talking to you all the time. Merry Christmas to you, because I won't be doing live until the next week because I won't have time because of my time. Maybe I'll do Christmas. Maybe I might do Christmas Eve. Well, when I come home from work or something. Maybe I'll see. But then that's late, and a lot of you guys won't be up at that time. May have it. Okay, Merry Christmas to all of you. Diego, the shy one. Daniel H. You should vlog the day of life. Well, I actually have a video. I already made a video, like secretly in my job already. Yeah, I made a video secretly. So with my 360-degree camera. I mean, I'll put it up one of these days, but it won't be public. I'm not gonna put it up public, but I'll mention it on any modern blog I do, and I'll put a link to that video so that you guys can see it. I mean, I'll do that one of these days. I mean, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna get going now. And Merry Christmas to all of y'all. Because I won't be doing live. Maybe I'll probably do live this Christmas Eve when I come home from work. I'm gonna leave at 10:30 on Christmas Eve. You know, I work on that day. Okay, I mean, I'll see ya on the I'll see ya on the next video. I know I just uploaded one, right? I know I uploaded a couple just right now. So Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. I mean, okay. I'll see y'all. See you on the next video. All right. See y'all.